Hey leaders, coaches, founders, change makers. Regardless of who you are, first of all, welcome back to the Destiny channel, Destiny Architect channel, where I will translate Asian wisdom into real-world strategic power. Okay, so today what are we going to do? Let's go deep into the heart of QiMen Dun Jia or QiMen Dun Jia. And if you ever ask, how do I step into my highest leadership potential? Well, if that is the question, congratulations, this video is for you, because we are talking about the most powerful deity in QiMen, which is Zifu or Zifu, or in English, the Chief. Okay, so whether you find Chief in your destiny chart or in a decision-making moment, this energy is a game changer. And it is how emperors led armies in the Chinese history, how founders lead movements, and how you lead with precision, grace, and confidence. So as usual, grab your pen, pause when I ask you to do it so that you can jot down some important notes and reflection. And let's decode what it means to lead like a chief. Okay, so first of all, again, question is, why do you want to stay to the end of this video? So I promise that there will be 4 takeaways you can have from this video. Number 1, what the Chief Deity actually represents in QiMen. Number 2, how to lead from the Chief's energy, whether it is in your chart or not. Number 3, 5 leadership traps to avoid when channeling this energy. And finally, 3 power rituals you can use to embody the Chief every single day. Sounds good? So do me a favor first. Click like, subscribe to this channel if you haven't done it, and share this video with anyone stepping into the shoes of a leader, running a team, or hold space for growth. And if you want to know where the Chief Deity sits in your chart, well, I'll put a link below. Join me in my Destiny Architect Telegram chat, where I'll direct you how to plot the chart and how you can actually see Chief Deity in your chart. Okay, so let's start with the first topic. What is the Chief Deity in QiMen? Okay, make it very simple for you. The Chief, as I said, known as Zifu or Zifu, is the CEO of the entire QiMen chart. He carries authority, structure, status, and cosmic support. It's like having the Emperor's seal stamped on your intention. So you see, when the Chief shows up in your chart, it is a green light to lead, because people trust you, doors open, negotiations go smoother, and you're supported by something bigger than ego. But get this up, you don't need to have Chief in your destiny to lead like one. All you do is to understand how this energy works and how to activate it. Okay, so it's not bad news if you can't find Chief in your destiny chart. Okay, so let's talk about the qualities of the Chief, leading with inner gravity. Now, first of all, contrary to many people's opinion, the Chief isn't loud, it's not flashy. Chief energy is composed, unshakable, and decisive. So let's talk about some prominent leaders that you may know of in the East and the West. So think like Lee Kuan Yew, the founding father of Singapore, Angela Merkel, the former Prime Minister of Germany, Nelson Mandela, I'm sure you know who he is. Founders who walk into the room and instantly shifts the air. You may know someone like this too. Well, you know what? They don't need to raise their voice. They are the voice. So he is what I describe the Chief. Chief represents command presence. First thing is command presence. You don't need to seek permission, because you give permission instead. And number 2, stability. You are the eye of the storm when chaos hits. And finally, alignment. Your decisions serve a bigger mission. So let me ask you this question. This is the time to reflect. When was the last time you felt truly centered? Like you know exactly what's needed to happen next. And that's your inner Chief. So let's bring this more, okay? Well, the question therefore is, how do you lead like a Chief, even though it's not in your chart? Okay, honestly, it is in your chart. You just need to know where to find it, right? So if the Chief is not sitting in your destiny palace, first of all, stay chill, cool down, because it's not the end of the world, okay? You can still activate the Chief's energy in 3 ways. Number 1, Time your decision during a chief hour because the chief rotates every 2 hours. When it's sitting in the center or your personal palace, it is the prime time for these things, making announcements, giving instructions, and negotiating deals. So once again, you can join my Destiny Architect Telegram chat and will help you identify your chief windows. Okay? Strategy number 2 is to sit in the chief palace. When casting a QiMen chart for action, choose the palace with the chief and take action from there. So for example, sit in that direction or visualize the decision from that position and even journal as if you are channeling chief energy. Okay? Understand so far? Great. So strategy number 3 is to embody the chief in daily practice. Well, you see, chief energy is habit-based. It's not ego, it's responsibility. So you can ask yourself, am I leading decisions or avoiding them? Or am I blaming or taking responsibility for that decision? You see, the more you own your space, the more the world responds accordingly. Does that make sense to you? Okay? So there are 5 leadership traps to avoid even when the chief is present. Are you ready for this? Okay, let's start right now. Because chief energy can be misused and it becomes tyranny. Okay, so you see tyranny, the emperor that were being crucified, that were being badly famed in the Chinese history. Here's something you need to watch out for. Trap number 1 is over control. Okay, you see, leadership is not micromanagement. Okay, once again, leadership is not micromanagement. Trap number 2, ego posing as confidence. Because the chief leads from service, not superiority. Trap number 3, delayed decisions. The chief waits for clarity, not for perfection. There's a fine line to be drawn between clarity and perfection. Trap number 4 is ignoring the team. Because true power listens before it leads. Okay? And trap number 5 is holding too much. Delegate, empower, trust the system. You see, that's a challenge, isn't it? So here's a reflection prompt for you. Which of these traps have you fallen into recently? Pause this video, write this down, okay? Okay, so now you can continue the discussion of the chief. So here we come to the 3 power rituals where you can activate the chief energy, okay? So some tools are number 1, the command chair. So QiMen, we can issue command, right? So designate a chair or space where you make key decisions and sit there only when you're thinking like a leader, not when you are escaping. Okay, that's what we call the command chair. Ritual number 2 is I decide journal prompt. So every morning, write this. Today, I lead with clarity. I decide with conviction. I serve with purpose. And this act of writing anchors chief energy into your system. And ritual number 3 is to chief hour reflection. So you see, every day identify 1 chief hour. You can use the QiMen calculator, or you can ask me in the Destiny Architect Telegram chat and use that hour to give feedback, to set goals, to record a video, or make an important ask. Even 15 minutes of aligned action in the chief hour will move mountains. You see the power of that chief hour? Okay, so here's what I want you to remember. Once again, leadership is not a title, it's not ego, it's not something granted. In fact, it's something activated every day through alignment and presence. And in fact, QiMen just gives you the cheat code. So, once again, if you think that this resonates with you, like this video. Subscribe if you want more Chinese metaphysical leadership strategies in future. If you haven't, subscribe to my channel, okay? And share this video with someone you know who is ready to lead, but just needs to remember who they are, okay? And don't forget, join my Destiny Architect Telegram chat. Once again, I'll put the link under the comment section later on. And this is where we decode your chief chart and train you to lead from within. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Jack here, your Destiny Architect. Until next time, lead like a chief, serve like a guardian, build like a visionary. All let's rise. See you.